Hola Amigas, 'tis I, Cloyce, aka Manny Bish, over on Instagram, and today we are doing the last Halloween Manny that I have planned for the season. So, I am using Weird Friendship Anomaly from CN Designer Dips. Now, this one is inspired by Wednesday and her friendship with Enid. Yes, I did have to stop right there and Google what her name was. I watched whole season of Wednesday, but cannot remember that girl's name. Enid, the one that's a werewolf. This Manny was inspired by, I'm going to put a picture here, Miss Aria Dips Nails, and go follow her on Instagram. She has also TikTok. She has a lot of really good videos that I love. So this is where I originally got this idea from, was her. I've seen it and I was like, I need to try that. So I'm not taking credit for this idea. This was 100%. I seen her do it and I was like, ooh, I'm going to try that, but I'm going to do it a little bit different. So she used nail stamps for hers. I'm not using nail stamps. I'm using these up in the right corner. You see these little charm things. Those are the things that I got in the CN Designer Dip order that I placed with these Halloween colors. And I used the spider one of these in my last Halloween Manny that I did, the Black Widow Manny. So this was some other little shapes, creatures, whatever, that came in that. So that's what I'm using for this. And so I'm using my dip liquids from Manny Boss. This is going to be one of those weird situations where I am going to stop after the dip, activate, and then put gel on to do my filing and buffing, and then come back and finish with dip top coat. Actually, no, I'm not finishing this Manny with dip top coat. We're finishing with gel. But anyways, we are going to have to hit that middle point where I activate and then apply gel to file and buff, because I do not have my clear dip powder at the moment. I have it. It's just somewhere in a box. However, I will say this. Since filming this video, guess what I found? My clear dip powder. So I will be back on my clear encapsulation game with the dip powder. Thank God. Hallelujah. Praise Jesus. Because this whole doing double situations in the middle of a Manny was doing something with my brain for a while. I don't know what it was. It sounds ridiculous, but it was. It was messing with my head. I'm like, this, I never do this. This is weird. This isn't supposed to do this. So yeah. Oh, and I found my scrubby brush. Y'all, I found my scrubby brush. Do you see that, baby? I can finally get every last little loose powder off of my nails. So, we're making progress over here with this moving and unpacking situation. So I'm doing 2 layers of this. Now, this dip powder is amazing because we got, starters, it's got foil flakes in it. Who doesn't love a good foil flake business of all colors? Blue, purple, pink. I think there might even be some green in there. I'm looking at it right now on my fingers. But it changes colors from this icy clear almost pink color. It's kind of, I don't know how to describe it, honestly, really, to black, essentially. And so it's the black when it's cold, the lighter color, as you see here, when it's warm, and then it's, turning black. And then it also glows, y'all. It freaking glows, and you will see that also. So I am doing the weird thing, like I said, activated. Now we're going in with the gel base. I'm going to cure for 60 seconds, wipe the tacky layer off, and then I'm going to file and buff and come back. And when I pull my hand out of the light from that layer that I did, that's what it looks like, that glow though. Then I did my filing and buffing, and now I am going to come back in with a gel base on all of my nails, but on 3. I'm only doing 3 nails as with nail art. So I don't know, because the accent nail is supposed to be the rare one. Since I've got 3 nails, that have stuff on them. I'm assuming that my accent nails would actually be my plain nails. You feel my drift? See what you picking up what I'm laying down there? Yeah. I don't know if that's how that works or not, or if the one with art is still considered the accent, even though there's more of those than there are. Okay, anyways, I'm getting off on a weird thing. Yeah, I put that on all my fingers. And now I'm going to pick up these little dudes that I have over here. I'm putting the bat on my index, the ghost on my ring, and the skull on my thumb. Skull is a weird word for me to say. I'm sorry, but it is a little challenging. Skull. I try and say it properly and not like with an accent or anything, because it'd be like if I said it just normally talking, it'd be like skull. And it's like skull. Anywho. Yeah. So this sucker did not want to stick on my nail, so I took it off, wiped the gel off, and I'm just coming in and I'm pinching it with my fingers to get it to bend more to that shape of my nail, because with dip on it, it does have a little bit more of a curve. So I'm just doing that, and it laid down a lot better. And I'm also, here in a little bit, I'm going to be adding an extra layer of gel on top of that to make sure all the crevices are filled in on these 3 nails that I'm doing this with. So I'm just pinching them right now to get them to kind of conform a little bit better, lay down a tiny bit better and more. And then, so I'm going to hold that skeleton down while I gel my thumb. I usually don't do never mind. I was going to say I usually don't do my thumb, I don't do my thumb first, because it's going to sit on its side and I don't want all that gel to slip over. So if I'm going to be doing longer, artsy things, I'll do my other fingers first. So that's why I saved this for last. So now I'm going to cure this for 60 seconds. And then when we come back right now, I'm going to add another layer of that gel base. And I'm really trying to get that brush into all those little crevices around that it might still be sticking up a little bit. It wasn't a lot of sticking up because folding it down really did help. I do recommend that. But just little bit, if there's something, I'm putting the gel in there on all of my nails. Except for the 2 that don't have anything on them. And then I'm curing that for another 60 seconds. Now, I'm taking my black gel paint, and we are going to be painting our little circle around our I don't even know what to call them. Creatures? I mean, they're technically creatures because, yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing my little circle thing. So I'm just first, kind of sketching out where I want the beginning of that circle to be, and then I'll infill the rest around it afterwards, because I don't want it to be too close to the thing that I put in the middle of my nail, but I also don't want it to be too thin, the black, if that makes sense. I'm trying to get a good happy medium going on. So I really like the way that this came out. I'm only going to show you my thumb, but know that I did do this on my other 2 fingers too that had the little sequin guys in them. But I'm just taking my time, trying to infill all of that, making sure everything is just all filled in, covered in. I've got my long liner brush, which is from Beetles. I will have it linked in the description box from my Amazon storefront. I love that brush. And I cured that for 60 seconds after I finished all of them. I flash cured each individual nail and then cured for a full 60 seconds after I finished all 3. Now I'm going in with my gel top coat, and actually, that's a lie. I'm going in with my matte gel top coat. And I thought I had a good reason for this, but I'm not sure if it kind of messed me up or not, and you'll see why. So now I'm taking my rhinestone glue, and I'm using this because I need a non-tacky layer because we're going to do chrome. And this is non-tacky layer. But also, so this rhinestone glue, it's thicker. And because it's so thick, that means it won't move around on me. Whereas gel top coat, just regular, no wipe gel top coat, it is more liquidy. It's thick, but it's more liquidy, and so it would be moving all over the place if I did it. And I actually wanted there to be a little bit of texture and like puffiness to this situation. So I'm going in a full circle with this rhinestone glue. It stays exactly where you put it. And I'm just using the tube and the gel itself to kind of guide around, and then using my liner brush to maybe kind of like, if one spot got too thick, to just move it around and get that evenly dispersed. Now you see that I did kind of make a mess. I just used a little bit of acetone on the side to clean that up. And also, I didn't worry about getting it completely perfect because I'm not looking for this to be like a perfect circle around it. I was fine with like texture, bumpiness, a little outside of the lines kind of situation. So I didn't worry significantly about it. Now, after I flash cured that for 10 seconds, I am taking this chrome that my sister got me from, I believe, Dollar Tree. And I was finally, able to get it from her now that I'm closer to her. So she gave me this, and I was like, ooh, let's try this. I actually really like it. I feel like if you find this at your Dollar Tree, well worth the $1.25. It worked great. And before I completely finish curing that, I'm just taking a little bit of acetone. I tried a few different things to brush this off. This was the one that worked the best. I tried to go in with a fan brush. You see it there. It didn't want to come off. So I did put a little bit of acetone on this brush, and I'm just taking that and cleaning around that layer of rhinestone glue that we did, and, cleaning that out. And then I'm going to finish curing it for the remaining 60 seconds. And this is what we have. So I am now going in with my gel top coat. And I'm going to do my middle and pinky finger first because I know that I'm going to have a little bit of pickup on that chrome powder. And so I don't want to contaminate, get chrome all over my other glittery. I mean, I guess it wouldn't have mattered because they're all glittery, but same thing. Like, I just didn't want to. So when I go over my chrome nails, I'm going to be like wiping my brush off before I dip back in because I don't want to contaminate my whole thing of gel top and get chrome everywhere. So yeah, but there is that little bit of puffiness, and so it's like there's that mirror edge kind of around the object, the ghost, the bat, the skull. So I really like these. It would have been better if this hand was a little bit longer. So you see my right hand is longer. I had to cut my left hand down because two of my nails like kind of ripped. And so I was like, oh yeah, we just need to do all of it. So I cut them down. But I still really liked the length on my right hand, so I left it alone. Now, this is the mani. You will see the glow and everything color change in the pictures. I hope you guys enjoy this video. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Happy Halloween. Bye, bitches.